Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR Republic video. Today I have for you guys another SWTOR Republic discussion episode, and today's episode is going to be talking about daily areas, what they do, how they're related into different MMOs, and overall, if I do them, if other players use them, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy the SWTOR Republic discussion episode, as always. If you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some nice gaming glasses, then check the link in the description below. No scope gaming glasses, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the discussion. Alright guys, but today's discussion episode is obviously on daily areas. Now, what is a daily area? Now, that answer is pretty simple actually. So what a daily area is it's basically something that is in SWTOR Republic and other MMOs. It's a certain area in the game that you can repeat the certain missions every day, basically once a day, 24-hour lockout time, and it gives you a fair amount of credits, or in other games it can be gold, whatever, it just depends the game you play on. But these daily areas give you quite a bit of credits and cash, just something to do really quickly. But daily areas, in my opinion, they're pretty interesting at first. I mean, I honestly used to do daily areas for cash, but then I figured out different ways in this game how to make credits. Obviously through the GTN, reselling stuff, and obviously I just have 1.2 mil just sitting around. Obviously that's not too difficult to get, but I usually have at least always, I guess you could say, like a million credits just sitting on me. I used to only have like 500k, 600k, as you could see in my other videos. But obviously, dailies are something that are really good to start off with. Now, what I mean by that is when you're starting off, say you're like new to the game, you're level 50, level 60, level 55, and you're like, oh hey, you know, I just got into this game, I need some credits really quickly. Some of these prices for these vehicles look insane, you know, 1 million credits for this, that's insane. So what these work, or how they actually work, is you just do the missions, they don't take too long, get a bunch of credits, and obviously it's really easy to do. I mean, it's not too bad at first, but if you can continue to do them every single day, then it can be really annoying, and I mean that. That's why I stopped doing dailies, because like I said, they are daily. That means you do the same missions every single day, or if you don't want to do a certain day, then that's fine. But these dailies, just constantly the same exact missions, no variation, so obviously after a while it can be really irritating just to run them. And honestly, like I said, that's why I stopped. But for starting the game, you get to the end game, I would say dailies are the best bet for you. Because not only do they give you basic accommodations, but they also give you a fair amount of credits that you can use completely and just get a bunch of gear. Now, another thing that I also like about daily areas in this game is it's not really something that's noted by players, but I guess you could say it's kind of a revamp, more or less. Is because with the new daily areas, there was the reputation system. Now, if you don't know what that is it's those little green, blue, and purple items that you get after completing one of these daily missions. You click them, get more reputation, you can unlock pretty cool gear. Now, the reason I like this with daily areas is it gives you more, I guess say, motivation to do them. Like I said, they aren't really interesting to do, and I understand that myself, but if you need to get some credits fast and you're like, oh man, I'm just really irritated with this daily, but I still want credits, then the motivation in that is that you can get this reputation point, you can get all max reputation, get those nice titles, and if you're just like a collector of the titles in the game or achievement unlocker, then clearly that's another reason to do the daily areas. And then, like I said, there's another thing that's really useful about dailies is, like I said, when you're actually leveling, or when you're like level 50, start at level 50, doing the low tier, actual tier dailies is probably the best bet. Now, the reason that's the best bet is because if you continue to do these at a low level, you will get a bunch of base accommodations. And once you get a ton of base accommodations, after you work that up, you can get like some of the best gear at level 60, just entry gear. Then after you do that, you can just go up in the system, and it really works out well. And like I said, with the new story arc in Shadow of Revan, you actually do some of the dailies in Yavin 4 just by doing the story arc. So clearly there is something that BioWare is trying to do. You know, they really want to stress the point that dailies are not, I would say, difficult. They're just something that if you know what you're doing, you can get it done really quickly. And that's why I do dailies every now and then. They aren't something that I do all the time, because trust me, obviously just doing like one daily area, say like Yavin 4, spending an hour on that, I mean, you're only going to get like 400k credits, or at least 400k, that is. And, you know, that's still a decent amount of credits, but some people just really want to get credits fast. They don't want to deal with all the hassle and some difficulty. So after you get some gear, dailies can be super easy, can be completed in easily 20 minutes if you know what you're doing, all the shortcuts and whatnot. But when you're starting off, I would say that dailies are a bit challenging. They aren't really, like, difficult, but they are something that is bit of a nuisance, you know. That's why when I'm leveling alts, when I do daily missions in areas, I just absolutely hate it. This is specific with my Sith Marauder. When I was level 50 and I was doing the Ilum dailies, trust me, I absolutely hated them. But I have to admit that the credit rewards at the time for level 50 are quite insane. I mean 10k just for doing this one mission. You just have to walk to a guy and just give him supplies. And that took me like 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes for 10k. Now that seems pretty OP if you ask me. But like I said, there are new ways to get credits fast. Obviously, there's like operations, just formatting them as a challenge that can give you a ton of credits, easily like 1 million. And then also, there's other ways like playing the GTN, which I've been trying recently, which works really well. Obviously, I did a guide on that before. Never really tried it like full time, just trying to get as much credits as I can. But I can almost guarantee you that playing the GTN, like buying it really low, selling it for really high, it works really well, even though it sometimes isn't the best strategy. Sometimes it works correctly, but these dailies, I guess you could say, they're kind of the little missions just to get you off your feet. Because like I said, when you're starting out at level 50 or level 60, you are going to need a lot of credits for a lot of the things that you need to do. Because once you get to level 60, repair bills get, like, they cost a lot. I have to even admit that. The repair bills cost a ton of credits at level 60, a lot more than level 50 and whatnot. It used to be like 4k, and now with some of these repair bills, if you just like die 3 times, you can easily pay 20,000 credits, which doesn't seem like too much, but after a while, if you're doing like hard mode progression, then it does add up, and I can almost guarantee you that isn't the funnest idea, just going completely broke in the middle of an operation, and then what are you going to do? I mean, begging for credits is the worst opportunity, worst idea, and honestly, that's just my view on daily areas. I mean, there's something that aren't too fun to do, they aren't the best idea, but they are something I'll do every now and then, just, you know, either because I want to get credits at a decent rate, not super quickly, but just get them just here and there everywhere. But while actually getting those credits, I can be doing other stuff. Because that's the point of dailies. I mean, they are something that you do not too often. Because like I said, there is some other problems with dailies. And that's the point that I'm also going to. Is that they do take a long time depending on what daily planet. I mean, Black Hole, the level 51, will take you easily. Like, it almost always takes me 15 minutes just to do all of them besides the Heroic 4. But then you do Yavin 4 and that can easily take you, if you don't know what you're doing, like 40, 45 minutes. And if you just time these, then you can clearly tell that some of these dailies, if you do certain ones at a certain time, you can get them done super quickly, less than an hour, get like at least 400k. Or if you feel like going on a really big adventure, trying to do all the daily missions, then you can easily get a few million credits. If you just pick up everything, pick up all the trash, loot it all, get all the security chests, do all the dailies, then like I said, you can get a lot of credits, but it'll take a little bit longer. So that's my view on dailies, you guys. Obviously, leave in the comments down below what you think of dailies. Honestly, you don't have too much of a problem with them. They do help me a bit. I don't do them too much, but whatever, you know. So I guess you could say that's going to be the end of this Star Zero Republic discussion episode. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.